is Inferno. All right, not a bad choice. We've seen already 2 of them, so we're gonna see one more Inferno now. You know, in trio, it's the best.
Yeah. Well, as we can see on the CT side, they've got a kitten nade towards B, solo B, and 4 towards A, and the T's gonna be running right into this 4 CT stack, but coming out on top, smoking towards long, getting the 2 kills towards shore, and dinking up ships in return. And this looks like it's gonna be already a done round. Oh, Ajra's I think. Is it it's the wrong way around? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That really confused me. I was like, I thought ships paid for stage, not run or die.
Maybe for fun they decided to switch it, like play a 10-man.
Yeah, it's just like it's like just mixing each other into the server. It's like, oh, you can play with us for today.
Yeah. You know, that's why hosting is still available, and basically stand-ins sometimes are needed. I remember when Mouse basically won the Beyond the Summit with a coach. That's an achievement.
And yeah, it wasn't it with a coach and Natus Ferrex?
Yeah.
It was like a really weird, like, they just showed up half a team but still won. But yeah, you see, I mean, like, Endpoint were going to use their coach for the IEM qualifier, well, for the major qualifiers, but then ended up using someone else, but didn't do very well in the end. But yeah, I mean, first round coming back from like going straight to SKADE there. I just remember reverse the HUDs. But a force by coming in for the TT side here. I think you see that being quite popular nowadays. Having a team, if they lose the pistol round, especially a T side if they get bombed down, you know, coming in and forcing back, because the guns, like, they're not too dissimilar as well. You know, like, Run or Die did lose, but they still have similar weaponry and similar utility. But SKADE here fighting towards Banana, 4 players sent here, and they seem to be just going in. Ships with the Mag 7 very close, very dangerous. Gets the first kill, does get flashed, and Jakey getting 2 in response, but Duplicate picking up a second and bringing it onto a 3v3. Oh, I love seeing Ships. I don't know if you've watched much of SKADE, but he's completely revolutionized how, like, you can use a shotgun in Banana and it actually works.
For some reason, I've seen already him in the first match when they played Inferno, and he was just standing there, like, that's his place. You can't even unglue him from the position. And we'll see if he can figure out how to get more frags just from the Banana. But of course, App's position and the bowler, that ain't the bad choice. But Run or Die gonna stick towards Banana, and they'll try to attempt to get this bomb side quickly. Out of control. Couple of flashes, Rainbreaker, he shot with the smokes. Can he shoot now? Duplicate, though, takes his chance, and Rainbreaker just uses the smoke quite well. And it's Quem in the 1v1. That was a turnaround that no one expected. And SKADE now in a situation that they wanted. They still can easily achieve this win. Just no one can peek. 1-on-1, D goes up, and it was paying off. That's something that kind of people struggle with. Against playing against the Eagles, as you know, they've been nerfed and still kind of are strong with headshots. The good changed a lot.
Oh, I mean, yeah, naturally. I think it's a great change, though, personally. Like, as much as I love Deagle spamming and as much as I love getting the lucky kills, it's so good that they've been changed because they were way too overpowered. And I think, like, if you're good enough, you're still grand with it. Like, you're still going to get a one tap headshot. And to be fair, players of this level, like, I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Like, the SKADE, they are literally top 24 in the world. Like, these are some of the best players in the world. I think a change like that shouldn't actually make too much of a difference for them. But yeah, must-win round coming there, because the CT economy is very, very hard sometimes, especially when you force into a round like that. And if you don't convert, it gets a bit sticky. But coming into this third round with a good buy as well from the SKADE side, and Run or Die looking, you know, they're clutching on ropes here. Mostly pistols across the board, a bit of utility, and just 5 of them already grouped up towards the A bomb site with 125 on the clock. Breaking through towards brackets, and Rainwalker just lining them up. They're going into his meat grinder. He gets 3. Kluber gets 1 in return, and it's already just like that, round over. 1v5. Kevem, I don't think there's much he can do here. The Galil, I do love the Galil. I don't know about you, but I do love a bit of Galil, but maybe not like this.
Yeah, 1v5s are hard to pull off, but we've seen Refresh here on Inferno. It's already like a flashback coming back in the 1v5. And yeah, let's see if they can capitalize at least a couple of frags here, because Vanadai, yeah, they wanted to win the round, but it feels like it got out of hand, and Rainwaker sprayed them all down. Of course, we've seen a couple of spray downs here, even at Banana. It was someone from SKADE that just put down BEE without any tension. And yeah, Gallo isn't really the bad. Of course, I like from us a bit more because a bit more precise. You know, the burst mode, you can surprise people. But no surprises from the side of the team from Bulgaria. They stood their ground, and you can see when you just most anyone that he sees. Beautiful stuff. And maybe this could be a wake-up call for Run or Die. You know, they're ex-Akuma, but, well, the drama was over. And yeah, now let's see the Pistols.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, all that drama and all that jazz. I mean, they're still competing. They almost made Premier last season. I think it was last season, and they not quite. So both these teams are playing in advanced. So you know, at somewhat of a similar level. But I think by large, SKADE are the better team. But yeah, I was going to ask. You asked me who my favorites were in this tournament. Who are your favorites?
I've seen a couple. Of course, I will be biased if I said any Czechoslovak team, so I'll go out of these borders. So yeah, of course, SKADE is a good point, but I would like to see 0-100, the mix from Serbia, if I'm mistaken, and maybe even Infinite Gaming from Romania. Those teams were quite good, and we've seen close games between those two, even the same group. So hopefully you can see a bit more action, as there is a couple of trade kills through the smoke. Yeah, nothing really special here. And just the Glocks again.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much the Glocks can do here. I think just looking at it on the base of it, there are, you know, you have teams like Entropic Prague as well in this tournament, and iNation, I rate them very highly because they've got Choiv, and I think he's a great, I think he's a great player. And of course, Namiga as well. So you've got, you know, they've got a lot of, I think later down the line, you're going to be coming against, like, the game's going to get a lot better. Because I think the problem I've seen in these groups is that you have a lot of teams coming from the domestic qualifiers that maybe a little bit out of their depth sometimes. But I was going to say, you know, like this run, the team BEE, who you saw in the last stream, they actually beat Budapest 5 to get 2 here. So I was, you know, it's a very impressive result. Yeah, already just jumping back around duplicate, he just picks up 2 just like that, and already 135 on the clock, and it's a 3v5 in favor of SKADE, just like that. It's incredible.
We've seen a couple of these rounds already, and of course it was SKADE that was sliding in. They're getting all those sweet kills on their side. But, you know, you can't really underestimate Run or Die. They're going to be explosive in the late rounds. And on the T side, that's their element, and they have to use it well. Let's see if ships can hold this pressure off. A couple of guys there. The Molly is also on their place. And this should be a solid round, of course, for the T's. Boost for boost. No cracks found. And so, let's just slow it down. Kills may come by themselves, but it's still 50 seconds, so not much time to think.
Yeah, well, Sensei holding his patience, gets on the boost and gets ships, but I don't know if they're going to expect Duplicate on the boost. 6 HP, in a precarious position, and gets absolutely domed by Juan. Just like that, 3v3 situation, and Dennis gets dunked by Nade, runs through the smoke with the flash, and Juan again gets another, puts it into a 3v2 situation. Kluber on 20 HP. The money is looking good on the SKADE side, but I think just like that, we're going to be looking to save and Run or Die picking up their second round. Maybe as well in a round that they shouldn't necessarily be winning. And I think, yeah, ships got a little bit, I want to say unlucky as well. I don't think he expected them to be boosted over their smoke like that. And Duplicate with 6 HP on the boost. He did also just get pre-fired headshotted, so regardless of his HP, it wouldn't have been very great. But Juan, very good round, and just gives Run or Die their second.
Good stuff, and I feel like the boost was kind of expected when they've heard the smoke already pop off. It might be the sign like, yeah, they might be after something boosted, They didn't know where, but of course there aren't really many boosts around here. I know that some female team tried a 3-man boost at the CT boost, and they somehow got and saw a top of banana out of there. So, you know, if you want a Fury Craft, Verdant Inferno is one of the maps that could be fitting for this. I even saw like someone tried a 4-man boost at the T bridge at T apps, and they saw the top of banana. So Fury Craft, whatever you want, but let's see if SKADE can capitalize. And of course, Dennis Law was wrecking them. Maybe as well in this half. Like it's gonna die. They gotta stick to AKs, and that's something that was working for them. Except Sensei, when he gets the AWP, he's gonna be a maniac.
Yeah, I mean, it's so especially because how the CT side saved that last round. They only saved 2 players alive, but it meant that they could keep enough money in the bank to get out the AWP. And I think especially on a map like Inferno, this is very important. And Ships putting that molly on the top banana, and they're just, you know, the CT side's not allowing run or die to set up, and it's looking very good already. You know, 5v4 situation, Ships picking off Sensei, and this is what I really like about a team like SKADE. You know, they're not letting run or die just set up, and they're putting pressure on them, and you know, forcing them into gunfights, which would be more favorable for the CT side. And yeah, just like that, it's just stopped them down completely, and they probably were ready to go into some sort of execute. But now, you know, they are still coming back to the B-bomb site. Smoke still being cycled, and duplicate back site with Ships coming in towards coffins. Yeah, Jicky just gets a little bit tickled by the Molotov there. And yeah, this again, ending towards the B-bomb site. Smoke coming down towards coffin. Going to be cancelling Ships out. Shifts dropping a flashbang, and Jackie coming through and not seeing anyone just yet. Ships does run through the smoke. Gets one. Dennis Law gets a second on the cross. Ships does get traded out by Kevin, and duplicate right there to trade him back out. 1v4 situation. Dennis Law picking off the last and giving their 4th round as well. Run or die. Money not looking too great, and it's a very important round from SKADE. Keeping 4 alive as well, you know, refining the bank. So far, so good.
Wasn't a bad attempt from Run or Die, but we've already seen on the last Inferno that SKADE played. They like to play around the smokes in the backside of B. Even if it's a triple, if it's a pillar, they tend to stay there and really hide until they can. And those kills can be tricky when you want to get towards the bomb plant, and there was none, so of course the money won't be looking great. And again, the AWP from Dennis Law, we've seen him peek over the second middle. Let's see if he can maybe attempt the same, but the Deagle is there, fighting with the opener. And a couple... Whoa, Rainbow, that was smart. He just moved the AWP away, but he won't stop anyone from doing that. And Kalube just sprays them down and bulldozes the whole rush over towards the next round. Or could they do that? Kalube still fights off, and might be a ding, might be a kill. And somehow the T's are getting towards the bomb site. That might be the plan, but might be the round. In a 2v2, again, Molly is there, right? And the smokes and it's dropping onto the site. This is going to be hard to pull off for Run or Die, but they are going to fire off of it.
Yeah, I mean, SKADE, they do have the HP advantage. As I said, the duplicate gets brought down to 11 HP with the AWP from Juan, and do have a kit on duplicate, drops a smoke on the bomb. Looks like he's going to get onto it. Ships takes down Juan, and just like that, Ships takes down Psycho. Oh, very close round there. The Deeks did a lot of damage there, but however, the CT sides do have a lot of money still in the bank, and yeah, great shots on the Deagles there. Brick gets very, very close. Kluber kind of saving them a little bit with that 3k in mid.
That was just animal play, you know, just stand still and try to get as much as you can. Of course, those eco frags as well, you just want to highlight.
Yeah, you just kind of got to pray with sometimes like that. You just hold mouse 1 and just hope it works.
Let's figure it out. Open play again. Dennis Law could be going towards the second mid, but he's afraid now. Trying to move along the map. Long's gonna be his point from now on. And we'll see the aggression in naps as well. Run or Die trying to get some intel there, but duplicate slowly turns back as he gets wall banked. So there should be no place for him, but might be the flash for him. Ships. Let's see if he can pull off something. Just one needed flash, one needed kill. But it might be again the turn off for the SKADE. Won't be doing anything now. And Run or Die still wandering around the map and seeing if they can somehow get a kill. Or maybe not. Maybe just an HE. Because we're seeing SKADE at 400 utility damage after the whole map. And not just one player, but 3 players in total.
Yeah, it's a very good round so far from Ronald Dye. They've put a lot of B presence and made it so that they're keeping 2 towards the B bomb site. Was that 3? Can't tell on the... Or the, oh yeah, so yeah, 2 towards B bomb site. Rainwalker is rotating back in now. And yeah, Run or Die setting up for the AXQ, pushing them back to site, and we're going to see where the trades come out now. Slow down a little bit. 20 seconds on the board. They do need to get going. Dennis Law in a very aggressive position. He's probably going to get the first pick on here. Oh, just looks away. Oh, so unlucky timing there. Jakey gets the first. Kluber gets them as they're coming out of apps. Rainwalker picks up another. Kluber drops, whips the pistol. No way. He kills Psycho with the pistol. 5 seconds. They can't get bomb down. Kluber, he single-handedly won them the round in pit. Dropping the bomb as well, I think. Ships kills Sensei after time. Yes, Sensei has $900 coming in his next round. Jakey has 100. It was 800, but does keep the AK. Oh, they just left that way too late there. Kluber, he was just. I don't know how he survived there. Pulls out the pistol and just continues to dance around the pits.
What a blunder. I don't know if he could survive there. I've already spoke about pits. It's going to stay in a position. Of course, you're going to move it around. Into big pit, small pit, down to the cart. But that was great play from SKADE. Just knew how to play the time, and a couple of guys already rotated. Now they're going to present themselves at banana. Not much to show for now, as Ranadai let them get the advantage. Though Deagles might be again crucial. We've seen them before. We'll see them now and expose duplicate. Would that really be a nice surprise if they killed more than just one player? Ships though, aggressive, confident around, and maybe the Molly, the savior of his. But let's see the boost. Maybe he's gonna shut down the plan at least. No, there's a play on JK, and this shall be 4v4. Might be getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, SKADE, I think they are going to pick up the... they will be picking up the round here. Gets the first, gets second, and Ships wins them the round. Just like that.
Beautiful. Great stuff. Against the pistols, yeah, I thought like SKADE should win this, even if they were sleeping. But I don't know if they're struggling, if they don't like the T side, or SKADE's attempt towards getting their attention somewhere else. But it's slow rounds again from Akuma. We've seen them as well in that first match. And hopefully you can reference that a bit more, as they don't like to play aggressive. Only when they feel like it, they need to switch it up though.
The Mag 7 out on Ships. I love this. I love this from the SKADE side. I always just love seeing Ships on the Mag 7. It's so powerful. Oh, Duplicate does get caught lacking a little bit there. Ships left with the drops the smoke as well. I don't think they're gonna realize he's so close. Yeah, he's dropped the smoke. Oh, Jackie's still checking. And Ships gets the kill still. 3 people in front of him. Tags the AWP down. Just tags everywhere. Oh, doesn't manage to get another kill, but Rainwalker coming through and picking up Psycho. 1 left onto 4 HP. Oh, I could see Ships there getting just, an incredible spree of kills, but not today. And Run or Die in a 3v1 situation, going towards A, where Kluber has pulled up his pants and gone towards B. Oh, this is not... SKADE's still looking good in the half, but really just unfortunate. You know when you're watching something and you just wish that he'd got the clip, for instance. Kluber got 2 already. 1v1 versus Sensei. Doesn't know where he is. Sensei will have an inkling. I don't think he spotted him out.
Oh.
Sensei gets the kill. I think Sensei just saw him as he came around the middle box. Very unlucky there, but great effort from Kluber, and keeps the T's money in check as well. Because as you can see, the T's, they don't have a great economy, whereas the CTs, they still do have enough money for a good buy or 2. And they'll be getting out the AWP as well onto Dennis Law. And it'll be interesting to see what he can do. He got a bit shut down last round, but Ships back on the rifle, and hopefully we can see him get maybe a little bit more kills than he did last round.
Last Inferno was SKADE really ice skating towards the 13-2 half. Obviously, they probably won't be replicating it here, but at least some moves could be done. Maybe the 9th point will be still plausible for them, but that can be lost so quickly. see Duplicate following the instructions and playing it up close and personal. Just a couple of nades, couple of mollies, they're gonna force away both teams. And yeah, it's really big of a play with a hot potato.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it from SKADE. SKADE not necessarily instantly taking banana, but kind of going for like a retake type gameplay and bringing in a third player here as well. Oh, I realized the orb coming in, the flash coming out. Oh, but the flash is just catching out Duplicate from Sensei seconds before, and they would be on top. Dennis Law re-aggressing with the orb, takes down Jackie, and puts them into a 4v4. That's a really powerful thing to do with the orb. Just kind of re-aggress into banana, because they're just not going to expect it. But really unlucky timing there with SKADE, though. Dennis Law came in to rotate with the flash, threw a fallen flash for Duplicate, but kind of as he threw the flash, the T started aggressing. So it was a really unlucky timing.
Yeah.
But the T's taken top banana, walking in towards brackets as well. This is really good round from the T side. They're taking a lot of control and, you know, left top banana now. However, the AWP has gone back to A. Ships dropping the smoke, 20 seconds left. And again, Akuma, 20 seconds left. They got no time. Dennis Law throwing a nade out, doing good 100 damage with that nade. And being mollied out, rotating back to site, 10 seconds. They can't do it. There's three CTs. They're saving.
Don't know, like, if they don't have any watches on their hands, but it feels like this is gonna be so awful for them. They're gonna come out with more rounds like this. The other was gonna be saved, fine, and even 2 more guns. But the rest of the team won't be really happy as they won't have any much utility. At least the new update helped it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Akuma, yeah, I was going to say, they probably should pay a little bit more attention to the clock, and this doesn't do a great for their economy. They've only really got utility on Jackie, and I don't really know what they can do with this round, to be honest. It might be they've literally got a flash, smoke, and nade. I really don't know what they're going to be able to do with this, because the CTs are going to be taking banana with full utility. But as I said, that the AWP going towards banana, kind of doing like an old Zywoo play of, you know, just running up banana and go kill. Throwback to what, CS Summit 2020, was it?
Yeah, it was. What a memory.
I love that Molotov from ships because it's a little bit deeper, so it splits them up, and you can do a smoke as well from a position that lands just behind half wall. But Kevin just swinging out, and oh, the trade's going towards the T side. Sensei picking off ships, and Duplicate just alone on the B bomb site now. The rotates are coming in. Dennis Law already in the CT position, throwing a flash over for Duplicate. Now full blind, Duplicate hiding back sight. Does take down Jackie, but quickly traded out by Psycho. And Dennis Law quick here to get his yellow average. What a shot! That was a very nice shot from Dennis Law. And Rainwalker left in a 1v2. Does have a kit, flash, and nade. See, don't know if he spots that Molotov out on the floor. Yeah, picks up the molly. Oh, yeah, that's probably it. 22 HP. Gets a bit timing by Juan. Oh, great. That was an incredible shot from Dennis Law.
Moving statement from Maradai. Rainwaker, he might just has to save, but he still goes to the grudges of the T side. A little bit more confident from Maradai as they managed to make it at least 4-point deficit. But they're still gonna haunt their minds, you know, when Dennis Law hits this flick, I felt like he's gonna repeat and get a kill or 2 even. But that wasn't enough, so at least some presence here. And Ships, again, on max 7, as you said, like, he won't give it away. And he's going to use it more and more and more. And on Inferno, that's one of the maps that will be great for this. Maybe even Overpass, like Water, or even Mirage and B-Site. Really, like, a handful weapon. And I used to play it with a silver, or within a silver, with these guns. And people just told me, why are you supporting? Why are you not playing case? And that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an incredible weapon, to be honest. Like, he's actually revolutionized how to play banana. And yeah, because you can get up close and personal. The jumping actually is ridiculous.
No!
Yeah, look at that. It's ridiculous. Oh, nice shot from Sensei there to take him down. See, it's always so close. Just never quite it. And yeah, Psycho on 5 HP. Duplicate throwing down that smoke, getting behind it. Oh, if he'd only just spammed through the smoke. Yeah. Coming through the smoke. Duplicate taking down the first. Does he get the second? Doesn't? Oh, no. Oh, good kill by Sensei there. Bringing in 2v2. Rainwalker close by. But again, we've seen him in this position last round. 27 HP. There's not really much you can do there, especially with a FAMAS. And yeah. Does look like they will be going for it.
Oh.
Neither Kluber or Rainwalker have a kit. Bomb on the back of one, and nade not quite getting into placement. Planting behind first oranges. Oh, very good smoke here from Kluber. Smoke off banana. Sensei forcing Sensei to peek out. Rainwalker trapped behind the smoke, and I don't think Kluber quite knew that. Peeking out into Juan's aim, and yeah, Rainwalker 1v2 situation gets taken down by Juan there. Very unfortunate round for SKADE, and it looks like they're going to be forced onto an eco now, and giving Run or Die a little bit more of a footing to get back into this game.
Let's wait and see what they can imagine and what spells can they cast on the enemy team. It's going to be USPs, and not much has changed. No, I mean, we could maybe see like a smell, maybe Zeus to spice things up, but they're just gonna stack a bit, and let's see what the best can happen. Sensei up and pushing ways, and it's gonna be the cleanup, and clean and easy, of course. That's something that they expected, and Cycle with Sensei, they just know how the cleaning is done.
Yeah, get them ecos, boys. Farm those ecos. You know, you gotta take those ecos when they get offered you on a platter. Like, you gotta be taking them. You know, you gotta farm it. But you know, seeing the stats here. Good utility damage from Dennis Law. And yeah, you always love an eco like that, you know, just running into the crosshairs. But the amount of times I've been in pugs and a team does that to me, full USPs and wins the round.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, why does that never happen to me? Like, whenever I play and I do that, I get absolutely destroyed. And it's like, this is not, it's like, especially this tournament, for some reason, the Tech 9s just seem to be better. I don't know how the teams do it, but the amount of like running one dings I've seen with the Tech 9 is actually ridiculous.
Just inspired by maybe Ormeister back in the day. But yeah, you know, it still kind of works because you can run and one-tap people, just don't spam it, and it's gonna work. For some reason, CSGO is about those precise gunplays, and precise has to be Rainmaker, peeks alone. This is gonna be Xist corner, but he needs to fall back a bit. Now, then he's up in the claims, and the flames are the chances that no one surviving except one. By himself though, AK in hand, still tapping away. But it won't be his round today. It won't be his time to shine. And the half is already 9-6. As you said, utility damage on two of the players over 200. Of course, on CD side, that's like a warm-up. And I know that Alex CB did like 1k damage in a whole game with just utility.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like it's not actually that impressive, but looking towards like Kluber, he's having a really good game so far. You know, 14-7, just keeping it classy, and yeah, bringing. The HUD's gonna get me confused again. I need to remember it hasn't been switched over.
Guess the team.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? But yeah, that was my man Dennis Law's been hitting some quite tasty shots. Like he's only on 8 kills, but those 8 kills have been very nice shots. Oh, what a nade! Who was that threw the nade? I think it was Juan. Juan absolutely dunks a nade onto their head. And yeah, just like that, they just, you know, duplicate put on the 2 HP, Kluber put on the 14 HP, Rainwalker getting killed by Kevin on the other side of the map. I think he was more of a lurk with the dual Berettas. Oh, the best gun in the game. And they're going to be running straight into his crosshair. Come on, give me some Julie kills. Dennis Law killing Sensei. Kevin spots out Dennis Law, gets a dual Beretta kill. Running down ships, he chases him down. Give me those kills, and he gets 3 with the dual Berettas. You love to see that.
For some reason, I already seen it in ESCMA with Asuba. That was maybe playing this tournament a couple of years ago. Now in ESCMA, Kavak and Savannah, when they played in the academy, they used to just play dual Berettas, and they liked it a lot because for some reason it was good on those pistols, and as we've seen, Quem kind of enjoyed it as well. But I don't know, like, if SKADE instantly retreated just 2 kills down, of course they were low, but they could, you know, go for it and don't be afraid, you know, be a little cocky and just jump straight in, get a little bit of kills, and find themselves in a better situation. Let's see, though, banana control on Janky, really in the back lines. I wouldn't be afraid to say that he's going to be the spy of the team. And like the ships, he
had a Zeus. I thought he had a Zeus. I couldn't tell. Jackie he wants those ecos. He's running them down, and he just farms it. Doesn't get the last kill. He gets the last kill stolen off him.
Oh.
I was gonna say I really like what I've noticed, especially this tournament. I really like everyone's skins. Like Kevin, he's Kevin especially. He's rocking the kin snakes, and I'm like the gloves. I'm like, people have nice skins in this tournament. I don't know what it's about, but you know the CIS region, they seem to have some quite tasty skins on them.
Do they get paid by skins though?
Oh,
I would imagine.
I mean, maybe. I doubt it. Back in the day, I think people used to get paid with skins, but not anymore. It's a bit of a weird payment, you know, like thousands of dollars just like in skins that quite hard to get out.
Sand dunes.
Yeah, just imagine like crates of 10,000 sand dunes per payment.
Would be fun to see. I know that VP basically broke away from each other because one of the players got Audi or Mercedes as a reward for the tournament, and that's when they started to fall apart.
Oh,
sad story.
It's a very sad story. But I was going to say
5 years.
Yeah, and sad, very sad story indeed. But CT is very much aggressive on the banana ships. I don't think he's going to realize he's got two players right in front of him. Bomb's still down, and he's taking the bomb right towards them as well. He's got Jackie and Juan both on MP9s. Ooh, just gets out in time, and they're running him down. Gets the first, doesn't get the second. That's bomb dropped bottom mid. 40 seconds. They've got two people on the bomb. And they're losing players on the A bomb site. Dennistor 1v4. Gets up the first. Does know Jackie's there. Gets second. And now it's a very winnable round. 2v1. Bomb in his hands. Running towards B. But Sensei's going to probably get there before him. Dennistor does have two flashbangs in his pouch. First one coming in towards CT. And he's peeking into Sensei.
No.
Does pick him up. 2 HP though. And Kevin running down Banana. Running him up fast. Oh, this would be an incredible 1v4 if he did get it. Kevin slowing down slightly, shifting in, just being a bit cautious of where Dennistor could be. Dennistor sitting towards the first oranges and just waiting to see if he can get any contact. Holding his time, biding his time, peeking out a little bit into the pool. And Kevin going towards the CT side. Going to be wrapping in towards Coffins. Only 12 seconds left on the board. Kevin does have a kit. He needs to pick up this kill fast. Dennistor, what an incredible shot. Just like that, 1v4. I thought that was a done round. I thought we lost that. Bomb was down. Bomb was down in Mexico. I thought that was it. And he just picks them up. And 2 HP as well. What an incredible shot there. Put SKADE right back into the lead. And that was looking quite ropey for SKADE, you know? Run or die. They started to look like they might be running this, you know, getting a big foothold into the game. And, getting a replay here as well. What an incredible 1v4, actually. Very impressive.
I had in mind, Denny, you're a wizard. Just making it out 1v4. I don't understand how can people do that. But already a couple of kills exchanged, and the HE putting down on one of the heads of the team of SKADE's players. Let's see if they can still make it out. Run or die on 3 players in 30 seconds. You know, it was a rush in here, but Rashly situation will be over now. And Martin Stoltz A side, Quim alone in the pit area, won't be making any mistakes here. He needs to stand his ground and make it more even, but he won't do any better. As there's a teammate from the team of SKADE. I don't know what was going in the minds of those two, but maybe it was a friendly discussion that ended up with a bloodbath.
It's a very fast round. We actually missed most of that round because of the replay, but
yeah,
SKADE picking up their 11th. They're looking quite dominant on this game. I mean, well, I feel like I could be wrong in saying this, but I'm pretty sure SKADE are very much the favorites in this map and in the game and in the tournament, as I said. So, like, it's good that they're picking up these rounds. It was getting a little bit close for a second, but I feel like that like they've always had dominance over run or die during this map. I think the scoreline doesn't quite give the full picture. I don't know what you think about it.
You know, both teams were almost at the major, and now when they face each other, it might be SKADE, maybe experience and a tactical approach has they get more rounds, they can be more creative. We've seen them on CD side peek out towards the second mid area, and they aren't afraid to use util. So if they come up with like some round boost or nade stack, I wouldn't be afraid to say that they're already winners of the match. And you said and predicted that they should be the winners of the whole end. 20k isn't a match, but for them it might be life-changing here, as well as a couple of shots. And Sensei up into first kill of the round, already 17-11 on his side. And I don't know if the Alpers might be the stars, but who is star for you in this situation?
I think for me, on the SKADE side, it'd definitely be Dennis Law and Ships. I think those are the two people I would look out for when I'm watching them. And then for the run or die side, I think, it's actually Sensei with the Orpers. I think the Orpers, especially on a map like Inferno, really do make or break. But yeah, I think, having an AWP up, maybe not necessarily on the T side. I think on the T side, an AWP is actually quite difficult to use and sometimes not necessary, but especially on the CT side, having at least one and maybe even sometimes two AWPers is really good, because it's what I'd like to do is, when we're playing when I'm playing with my team, is, having the AWP peeking towards Banana, or the AWP taking control towards Banana, shifting in with two players and then leaving him posted in Banana. So you can take a lot, you've got a whole part of the map, you've got a whole section of the map, and you can then commit 4 players towards the A bomb site. And it's or 3, depending on how many you have alive, I guess. But yeah, I think on the CT side, having a strong AWPer is extremely pivotal.
Yeah, just move it around, and as I'm moving the rounds in favor of SKADE, but I see them on 12. And I just want to get on and say that the AWP shouldn't be the postponed or really the side that he's playing for the whole match. And just switch around, go towards B, go towards A, peek apps, be more creative, do round boost, peek to second mid. It shouldn't be stationary, but of course there are some players that used to do that, like Guardian. He used to be more of a passive AWPer, holding the angles, even on the CD side, on the T side. But then you have Simple and able to just peek into the corners and angles that no one expects, and they just play like a rifle. And I would like to see more of these.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with something like, especially like Device and Guardian, is that like they're not flashy AWPers, but they are still extremely versatile, and you do see them just like all over the map. And it's like, you don't need to necessarily be like as simple as ZywOo to be a good AWPer. You can be a very like, because Device, some people might argue is even better or on par, and in some cases has been one of the best AWPers in the world. And it's like, he's an extremely versatile player, and he's everywhere on the map. But he's just like, you just walk, like, he's holding the angles. He's not going to do these crazy, insane peaks. And as I just said that, Dennis Law taking up 2, just peeking through the smoke.
Talking about Devil comes, and the Devil himself, Rainwaker, shooting through smokes, holding by himself on the CT side. He'll have the job to try and change the flow of this round. 3-on-3, and he's gonna be up on mid against Sensei, but the AWP was there posted up and then be at the angle. I don't know, like, if peeking boiler was a Olympic sport, I would probably be lost.
Yeah, that was probably not the play. I mean, he's just trying to get some more info, but as soon as he dies there and they know it's a lurk, you see Kevin already rotated towards the B bomb site, and Psycho here alone. They're going to be hard clearing him ships. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Probably shouldn't have been allowed to get away with that. Psycho's been absolutely domed by ships. I was just saying I thought I rated ships quite highly. He's just done that. It's fair enough. Yeah. The only problem is not a great health advantage on the T side here. Kevin, he's going to be coming in with the A1S. Sensei will be heard by ships, though. Ships in a very advantageous position here. And yeah, I think these flashes pretty much tell Dennis Law where he is. Kills it. Oh my god. But yeah, as I said, ships, he's just running past. And yeah, that was a really good really good positioning from ships there, because those flashes that Kevin was flowing, or Sensei was throwing, it's very obvious where Kevin's going to be coming from. Like, he's throwing flashes specifically for someone to peek out of coffins. So it gives Dennis Law the advantage to go, okay, right, I'm going to just hard hold coffins, and then ships can get in a position where he knows where the AWP is, he hears where the AWP is, he can just sit there and, as you see, won the 1v1. Very good round coming in from the SKADE side, and seems like they're running away from with the map a little bit. Run or die, forced onto a pretty much an eco, to be honest. You've only got armor on 1 and Jackie. And yeah, It's looking very good for them so far.
Rather, little by little, sometimes a bit more. That's the way to the victory for SKADE, but we still might see the turnaround in a couple of rounds. If you are a fan of SKADE, don't be afraid and use your power energy to make them a bit more confident here. And Run or Die fans, I think you know what to do and hype those boys from Exakuma. As well, there is a guy from Exmalia that's probably the Rinko that should be playing instead of Juan, but some technical difficulties were happening, and so we see him instead. Though Quem dancing around the boxes, won't be paying attention, and still not a challenge for Rainwaker. It's gonna be Jakey 1v3, and the matchmaking is slowly coming in, and my voice is slowly starting to fade out. I hope we're gonna make it to the end of the map.
Still got one map as well left, I think, because this is the upper bracket, and whoever wins this goes straight to the playoffs. So, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, the classic Caster's Curse. But I feel like SKADE will be picking up this map. You know, I kind of always thought they would, and they're kind of proving it. You know, they're going to be picking up their 14th round, solidifying quite a nice little bank as well. And Run or Die, they will have a bye next round. I think they might have an orb. I don't know what the loss. Yeah, the loss bonus is looking quite. They'll probably have full loss bonus. So they will have an orb. Jackie saving the AK as well will be very useful. And yeah, and then after this game, we have the loser of this game play against the not B team, not B. Who was the other the team you just casted, right?
Yeah, B.
Didn't B? Wait, did B win or was it Shuak?
Yeah, it was BE. Squawk had a comeback, but it was quite close, and they still lost.
Yeah, I mean, and then to be honest, I don't know a huge number of other teams, but just on the face of it, I think both Run or Die and SKADE would be a favorite to beat BE there. You know, just on the face of just, you know, ESCA itself, both these teams are advanced and probably Premier levels. I think SKADE has played in Premier, and Run or Die were fighting for Premier, and whereas B are an Inters team, I think, which isn't bad, but they only went 8-6 last season, and that was actually the same record of me in intermediate last record in last season. So kind of like putting that on par.
Wow. So you can at least give them some advice, you know, if they don't blend that, so at least you can coach them a little.
Maybe not sure. I think there might be a little bit of a language barrier, or maybe not much appreciation from it. But maybe a little bit of a side hustle, do some coaching.
Yeah, I've had the chance to play with a few Hungarians in the team. Yeah, me as a Slovak wasn't really a popular choice to be there because some, of course, past relationship with history. But we won't get into this. We are playing CS:GO and we want to enjoy this. But we've had some fun. And hopefully SKADE is having fun while attacking this bomb site. As Run or Die still holding on. Juan won't be standing much longer though. As site falls into the hands of SKADE, they might be still heading towards the bomb plant. And still a little bit unchanged mind for SKADE. 3 players from CT side. Ships though aims well. And it might be the end for them just in a second.
Yeah, I don't quite know how they've won this round, to be honest. It was, I mean, yeah, this is very much done round, and yeah, Sensei saving the AWP. I think going for this retake would be quite stupid. You do have Kevin, who does have a kit, but Sensei with no armor should be saving that AWP into next round, and that means they will at least have somewhat of a bite. You know, Jackie, because he saved that AK last round, he's going to be sitting quite comfortably. He could probably drop 2 weapons over, and yeah. Run or Die will be getting a full buy next round, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, if you look on the SKADE side, they're building a little bit of a bank, and this will be match point for them, and series point, that is. It is only a best of 1 today. But yeah, great game from SKADE so far, to be honest. It's just been good CS, and that 1v4 from Dennis Law was pivotal. Like, as soon as that 1v4 was won, you know, you've got probably the team speak was just full of shouting, full of hype, and it's just straight away confidence absolutely taken away from Run or Die, and SKADE pretty much won every round since.
Should be a game for them. Of course, maybe in the team house, if they have any, that'll be even better. But look at the reactions of Psycho. He still can work around. And let's see if they can somehow pull this off already in this round with 1 man down. So net loss for SKADE. And let's see if really they have a little utility, but still a bunch of chances to get through this. On they set it 2, and Rainmaker walks in undirected. Just keep it up. There's still a guy in the pit. If you take him out, it's the round over. But the orb is still in play. Since it dances around and might be in a bit of a trouble. Dances with the piranhas in there. And still a jump shot. No worries for him. He has this all day.
Ooh, what a shot.
Another one.
How is Sensei still alive? He's just absolutely just lined them up. But the bomb on Dennislaw, no way is he win this again. Another 1v3 situation for Dennislaw. He does have the open hand. I don't know if that's an advantage or disadvantage, but I don't think he'll realize one's so close in Coffins. He'll be looking towards picking off Jackie and CT. Yeah, I was going to say. One got in a very good position there early. Yeah, I mean, run or die. They need to win rounds. Like, they will lose the map if they don't win rounds. So every round really right now is a must-win round. But SKADE probably going to have 1 or 2 more buys in them, and the AWP's still coming out for Dennislaw. So, you know, they've still got 7 rounds. I was going to say, well, 6 rounds because they're 15. For some reason I thought it was going to be 16, but 6 more rounds, and they've got time. You know, they don't have to rush anything just yet. But run or die, you know, it's possible. We saw quite a good comeback last game, right? Like, it was very close. Didn't quite succeed, but they got 10 rounds in a row. Duplicate tears the head of Psycho just like that. Sensei left alone in short, gets flashed off. They know where he is. Duplicate, he's just decided he wants to finish this. Kevin left alone on site. He's being wrapped. Dennislaw picks off someone towards Banana, and I think that's game. And yeah, insta dink on towards Rainwalker, but Rainwalker just tears his head off. And that is SKADE put through to the playoffs, and run or die.